There are questions that keep me up at night. Questions that I feel even great thinkers like Aristotle or Socrates would have problems trying to answer. And there has been one such problem that's been keeping me up recently, and I don't know, I feel like maybe YouTube is the only place in which I can find an answer. That question is, just what was Black Widow saying to Steve Rogers in that shield bunker in Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier? We all remember the scene. Natasha Romanoff and Steve Rogers are on the run from S.H.I.E.L.D. after it turns out the S.H.I.E.L.D. is actually Hydra. They run to an old army base in New Jersey. In fact, the army base that the young boy was turned into the American hero in 1941. It is from this base that Black Widow and Captain America have detected a signal, a Hydra signal, and in an out-of-place armory, they descend to find the original S.H.I.E.L.D. outpost. On the wall are 3 pictures. One of Tommy Lee Jones's Colonel Phillips. One of Howard Stark as a young man. And one of a woman who Black Widow can't seem to name, but with who Captain America is obsessed. Black Widow turns to Captain America and says, "Who's the girl?" And Captain America just walks away, full of emotion. Now, for the audience, we know why Captain America is full of emotion, because earlier in the movie, we were with that young woman, Peggy Carter, as she was suffering from Alzheimer's disease. She sees Steve Rogers, she remembers their time together in the 1940s, and then she forgets. And then she sees him again, and it's heartbreaking, it's a heart-wrenching moment, and probably one of the best scenes in the whole movie. But Black Widow just looks at the picture and says, "Who's the girl?" How does Black Widow not know who that woman is? Now, from the screenwriter's point of view, I can see this as being just a small throwaway line, but really, "Who's the girl?" tells us much more about Black Widow's character than a lot of the actual exposition in the movie. Firstly, those pictures on the wall are of the founding members of S.H.I.E.L.D., Colonel Phillips, Howard Stark, and Peggy Carter. What are the chances that any S.H.I.E.L.D. agent doesn't know its founding members? Secondly, Peggy Carter is the only woman on the wall. Black Widow is in the Avengers, at least in Avengers 1 and then in Winter Soldier, as the sole female member of the team. Black Widow is the strong woman on the team, the same way that Peggy Carter was the strong woman on the team in Captain America: The First Avenger. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has shown us that Peggy Carter serves as a role model for all female members of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent Carter, the show, has shown us that Peggy Carter, when she was still working for the SSR, fought and beat one of the original Black Widow agents. Peggy Carter actually beat a Black Widow, and then went on to found S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, for the Red Room and other Russian agents, that makes her enemy number 1. It is highly unlikely that when Black Widow was being trained, there was no reference of Peggy Carter or her exploits against former Black Widow agents. Then there is the scene in the car as Captain America and Black Widow drive to the military base. Black Widow makes a little joke about the awkward kiss they have that they used to hide them from the Hydra agents who were in pursuit. She says, "Is that the first kiss you've had since 1945? And Captain America blushes and he doesn't really know how to answer. "That bad, huh?" This shows us that Black Widow knows that Captain America had a love interest in 1945, even if it's just another offhand comment. And so how does she not know that the person that he was in love with, one of the 3 founding members of S.H.I.E.L.D., is one of the 3 people in that picture? Add to this, the Black Widow seems to be S.H.I.E.L.D.'s attaché to Captain America, and we're then confronted with the fact that either Black Widow never read the S.H.I.E.L.D. file, which clearly would have stated his time with Peggy Carter, or that she is deliberately trying to emotionally manipulate him at a time where he doesn't know what's going on in his life. Everything that Captain America knows has been torn apart at this point in the movie. And yet Black Widow is just poking him a little bit more, just to see if he screams. Natasha Romanoff has to know about Peggy Carter's existence. She has to know what she looks like, because she's trying to get Captain America back into the dating game. That funny little subplot that runs throughout the movie doesn't make any sense if she has no understanding of his previous relationships. This leaves us with one of two conclusions that we can draw. Number one, Natasha Romanoff is an idiot who has never read any of her intel files. Or two, Black Widow is trying to manipulate the only man who has a chance at stopping Hydra. Either way, is this somebody you want as a high-ranking member of an intelligence agency? There's a chance you're in the wrong business, Romanoff.